I've been asked to tell you a little bit about our graduate outcomes. So once you get through the program, you'll ask, well, what happens next? We at the University of Melbourne Doctor of Optometry program find that all of our graduates get the jobs that they want. They all find jobs, and that's great. And that's been the story for all the years that I've been here. And I've started at the University of Melbourne in 2000. That's now 23 years. Obviously, I can't predict what's going to happen in the future, but I'd anticipate that University of Melbourne graduates in Australia are always going to be really competitive to get the best jobs. And I expect that that is going to continue going forward. The point's already been made, but it's worth saying again, it's the variety of clinical experiences that you're exposed to during the program that really positions you to make a well-informed choice about how you'd like to practice after graduation. And then that is the key strength of our program. Most of our graduates choose to become community-based optometrists. That might be in corporate retail practice, things like you might have heard of OPSM or Specsavers or whatever the equivalents are in the United States and Canada. Or you can go to independent optometry practices. And there's a number of those, including things that are set up in just houses in suburbia. Then there are other career opportunities in optometry, such as the path that I took, which is to do a PhD post-optometry and get into teaching and research. Or that there are public health opportunities where you could work with projects such as the Closing the Gap project for improving Indigenous eye health outcomes nationally, perhaps advocating for increasing the scope of practice. We have too few medical practitioners who are qualified to do things like intravitreal injections into the eye for treatment of age-related macular degeneration. And optometry is poised to take on that responsibility at a national level. And the profession is certainly very encouraging of this. We have to negotiate our way with the people who are surgeons of the eye, the ophthalmologists, in order to do this. But I think that expanding scope of practice is a body of work that optometry itself needs to engage in, because it's definitely needed. As we've got an aging population in Australia, and it's true for the countries you guys come from too, we have to think about more efficient and better ways of managing age-related diseases. And unfortunately, as we get older, ocular diseases is much more prevalent. So yeah, advancing the scope of optometry practice in public health optometry is something that some of our graduates do as well. I believe that in the United States, there are some states in which you can already use lasers to do light-based surgery for treating glaucoma. And that's the direction that Australian optometry will move into too. So they're just some examples of works in progress for the future of optometry that you can go into post-graduation.